It looks like I'm in the middle of nowhere, but that's not the case, because there used to be a railway station here, and it's also the site of a rail disaster that happened in 1968. The disused railway station is Hixon, and what happened down here, which is now Disused Rail Crossing, was the Hixon rail disaster, where a train ploughed into a transporter. So we're going to walk to this location today at Hixon. So hello there, Sim0nTrains here, or some people like call me Sim0nTrains. You join me in the village of Great Haywood. I'm right next door, which is just across the street, which is St John's Catholic Church. Now my walk today is actually going to be from a disused railway station, which we did visit the disused station of Great Haywood unsuccessfully. If you want to watch that video, it will be linked up there right now, back in summer 2020. And we're going to be walking to the next disused railway station of Great Haywood, which is Hixon. And our walk today is going to be along the Trent and Mersey Canal. So please come and join me as we walk this stretch that I've never walked before to get to this disused railway station. We'll go this way. Talk about this bridge in a second. So behind me is this lovely bridge indeed on Trent Lane. Now this bridge right here actually has three names, which I'm not too sure which one it is. Now on the sign just up there it actually says Temple Bar or Trent Lane. But just right here there is an access point right here. And the access point actually says Clifford Arms Bridge, which is named after the Clifford Arms pub. But I don't know what the actual name of this bridge is in Great Haywood. But all I know about this bridge is that Great Haywood Station is actually just up there on the embankment, and that takes you to Colwich Junction. In that direction there, takes you on to Hixon and on to Stone. So we're going to be leaving the railway line and going to start walking the canal now. So I'm now on the Trent and Mersey Canal. That water sound you're hearing, I'll explain that one in a second, but I just want to point out that just up there is where Great Haywood's disused railway station is. It's just actually there. I don't think it's visible, but I think that's the best we're going to get it for now. Just up there. Now in case you're hearing that flow of water, because under this bridge here that I've just come down on is actually a lock. It's actually a canal lock. You just see the water like dripping into the Trent and Mersey Canal there. But we are going to carry on in this direction now to head towards Hixon along the canal. Now that lock just behind me is actually called Lock 22, Haywood Lock. Because I had to look it up, I couldn't find anything to say which one it is. But we are just walking around the Trent and Mersey Canal now to take us to a very interesting point on the Trent and Mersey Canal, which we'll show you in a second. So right behind me now is the West Coast Main Line. Great Haywood's that way, Hixon's that way, and the Trent and Mersey Canal's here. But I'm actually at an interesting point indeed, because this is the Black Country Ring, or the northern end of the Black Country Ring, because just under this bridge here, and I do have to duck indeed, is another canal which starts here, and this is the Staffordshire and Worcestershire Canal, because it actually links onto the Trent and Mersey Canal just here, which is very interesting to see indeed. I've never seen this before, to be honest, but it is very intriguing to see the start of another canal that joins onto a canal. So this is the Trent and Mersey Canal just here, and then behind me is the Staffordshire and Worcestershire Canal. But we're going to carry on walking over this bridge, which is a lovely bridge indeed, to take us onto Hixon. So I'll just walk down the Staffordshire Worcestershire Canal for a second, because I have noticed something indeed, and I've actually got on my app now this GeoCache because I wondered what the hell it was, because I know the white wigs have been talked about it a lot. I actually do blame the white wigs on this one, only joking by the way. But do subscribe to the white wigs, they are very nice people indeed. I've just actually found, just here, something here which is a GeoCache thing. It's just in this tree right here. I don't mind if I take a look quick. So yes, I just found my first official GeoCache thing. This is inspired by the White Wigs, of course. Do subscribe to their channel, they're very nice people indeed. I'm not going to show you what's in there, but it's the Geo birthday catch, this one. So I'm going to put it back in this tree right here, and then carry on our walk towards Hixon. The West Coast Main Line is actually just behind me right there, and it looks a stunning view to film trains out. I did see a train go past, but didn't film it actually. And it was a lovely view indeed to capture, so I might come back here in the future to film trains there, but you only get the Class 390 Pendolino's on that line. By the way, this road is actually Mill Lane. Now just come off the Trent and Mersey Canal for a second, which is just behind me here, just to have a look at this view, but I realised you can actually walk under the bridge, which I didn't at the beginning. But I'm going to cross this road at Mill Lane now, because right up here is actually a gate. And did I just say gate? So I'm just walking on the canal, I've just noticed this, and this made me chuckle a bit, because right here the letters L and S are on this barge, London Midland and Scottish Railway barge. The amazing things you see on the canal. Anyway, we'll just carry on walking now, but I think the next stop on our route is Great Haywood Marina, where there's a lot of canal barges there apparently. We just walked a bit further up the Trent and Mersey Canal to this part here. Now this is the Great Haywood Marina, and apparently you can fit 200 berths in this marina, which is very interesting indeed, but I don't know much about it apart from that. Also what I know is members must have to give priority to the boats entering next to the marina. Now I only know that because there's actually just a sign in yellow just here saying that, so I just read off that sign to be honest. But that is the Great Haywood Marina just there. Now I'm going to be carrying on walking up the canal in this direction, but we'll be leaving it shortly because there is a road that I've got to take to get to the A51. So when we get to that point, we'll be leaving the canal very shortly. So we're still walking the Trent and Mersey Canal, but what I have noticed is right behind me just here. This is the River Trent just there. So in this one there's actually a lot of flowing water, but that's the River Trent. It does actually follow the Trent and Mersey Canal as well sometimes. But sometimes it does disappear and then come back and then disappear. But that's the River Trent right there. There's a better view of the River Trent just there. So I've just come to this very interesting point indeed, and I think I actually just go over it. But there's like a little shed here with a canal boat inside, and there's like a small bridge here. So I think I'm going to have to go over the bridge just to carry on my walk. Like I said, I never walked this area before, but it's a very nice walk indeed. So I'm now at bridge 76, and right behind me is another lock. I don't know what lock it is, it could be lock 21 or lock 23. That's why I can hear the water coming down off this lock. So we're going to go onto this bridge now. I think we're going to have to take a left. Yeah, we'll take a left indeed. So yes, here we go. We just take a left here. This will take us a bit further up the hill. But we've still got to carry on walking to head to the road that I need to leave to get to Hixon Railway Station, the A51. And I think there's a lot of flies that have swatted around as well. But anyway, here's this lock just right here. So right across the Trent and Mersey Canal is London Road. That's the A51, which I'm going to have to cross that sometime soon. It is a busy road as well, as you can hear the cars going past, and you can probably see them in the bushes. And a little tip, don't walk the A51 to get to Hixon from Great Haywood, because that path is absolutely narrow indeed. Thank you! But we're still walking the Trent and Mersey Canal. But sometime soon, a bit further down the canal, I do have to come off this canal and do actually cross that A51. And there's no like pedestrian crossings there, and there's no... I do apologise if it's bumpy. There's no pedestrian crossings and there's no subway to go under it. So somehow we'll have to cross that road, which is busy. Honestly, this walk to find this bridge just to get off this canal is... it just feels like I'm walking forever and ever and ever, and I don't even know where this bridge is. It's actually further up than I thought. Thought we'd be in Hixon for about 12:30 now, but no, it's only 12:30, and no, I'm still walking this canal. It's a little further than I thought, to be honest. I think there's a park bench just up there, so I might just stop, have a coffee, because I actually do have a coffee in my bag, and then carry on, because I do feel a bit thirsty, to be honest, as well. I don't know how many miles I'll be walking this canal. It's probably at least a good mile or two. But yeah, it is a quite a big one to start off the walking journeys. So since it's the 8th of March today, you are allowed to sit on the bench now, which I'm doing right now, and you're allowed to have a coffee while you're sitting on your bench. Still warm actually. And plus also what you could do now on the 8th of March is sit on a park bench, or sit on this bench here, and have a coffee with a friend. That's right, Simon. As you just saw in the B-roll, that bridge is right here. That's the bridge I had to leave the Trent and Mersey Canal on to go down the road to take me to the A51, and then I've got to cross the A51 to get to where I want to in Hixon. But it felt like walking forever just to get to this bridge. Don't get me wrong, the canal walks are very lovely indeed, and you do appreciate it when you're walking it. But yeah, I'm going to have to get off now, and I don't think that gate's open. So yeah, I don't think that gate's open just there, so I'm going to have to go under the bridge, go round to get off that way, I think. But I don't know why these canal bridges are so low. Look at that. I'm, what, about 6 foot, and look at that bridge there. How low is that? I'm going to have to crouch under it. Hang on, I'm crouching now. There you are, I'm crouching. I'm crouching under road bridges. But anyway, there should be a gate just here to take me onto the road to get to the A51. Yeah, can't kick this one unfortunately because it actually goes inwards. Right, that way. So we're just walking down this country road now. I can just see the distance, the A51. So somehow I'm going to have to cross that A51 to get to the other side, because the other side of the A51 is New Road. And this is where I want to go to actually to get to Hixon Railway Station. So I think I might have to leg it across the A51. Takes you towards Western and onto Stowe. Now what I'm going to be doing now is actually leaving this road, because this road actually deviates over a bridge. But the road there actually used to take you to a disused level crossing. Where this disused level crossing is where Hixon Station lies. Okay, so I had to change the plan slightly. I've just gone over this bridge that goes over the West Coast Main Line, but over this bridge was where Hixon Station lied. Now instead of going down the road I wanted to, because I couldn't really do that, and I'll tell you what, I've just seen this now, but we'll talk about this later on. I'll just crouch down. But there's a gravestone here. This is in honour of the people who died in the Hixon Rail Crash. We're going to talk about that one later. But now I'm going to try and go down this road here to try and get to the site of Hixon Railway Station. We're just now walking down this, well, kind of old road to be honest, but even though it does lead to somebody's house. But I think it's alright actually, because right down here used to be where the level crossing was. And just where that fence is there, that's where Hixon level crossing was. But in 2002 they actually taken that level crossing out and replaced it with an overbridge going over the road, so the road actually deviated from the original road. But yeah, we're just at Hixon Railway Station now. There is actually nothing here to be honest, but it was worth the walk just to get to here. I was hoping to go on the other side of the road, but there's network rail vans parked there, so I thought I'd come to this side instead. So I made it down to Hixon level crossing. You can definitely tell there was a level crossing here because the road actually branches out here. But that bridge that I was on about is actually just over there. That's what replaced the level crossing. So we're going to talk about Hixon Railway Station first, which the entrance to Hixon Railway Station was actually just here. The station was just where this bridge is now. I might have to take a picture on the other side and do some B-roll on the other side, but I'm going to talk about Hixon Railway Station, then we're going to talk about the Hixon Rail Crash. The railway first came through Hixon before the railway station opened. The 11.7 mile route from Colwich Junction to Stone was built by the North Staffordshire Railway and opened on the 1st of May 1849. However, the exact opening date was not recorded, but it first appeared in a Bradshaw's Guide in December 1864. Even though the line was a busy route, passenger numbers were pretty low and became unstaffed on the 20th of July 1931. 10 years later, the London Midland Scottish Railway renamed Hixon to Hixon Holt on the 28th of July 1941. However though, Hixon Station closed on the 6th of January 1947. So we now talked about the railway station here at Hixon, but now it's time to talk about the tragic incident that happened here on the 6th of January 1968, and that's the Hixon Rail Crash. Now before we talk about the rail crash, we're going to talk about the level crossings first that were here. Because in 1956, Her Majesty's Rail Inspection went on a trip to the Netherlands, Belgium and France to investigate automatic level crossings, so they could speed up the flow of traffic and have crossing closes less than a minute instead of 3 to 4 minutes. And the first automatic level crossing first appeared in 1961. By January 1968 there was 207 automatic crossings installed. Hixon was one of them, which had a half barrier crossing installed in 1967. At 9:30 on the day, the haulage company Robert Wynn & Sons Limited left English Electric Works at Stafford with a police escort hauling a 120-ton electrical transporter, and this was headed to a storage depot at the disused airfield RAF Hixon. The first problem is the route was approved by the Ministry of Transport, but the route that was approved mentioned nothing about a level crossing at Hixon. At 12:20 in the afternoon, the transporter turned off the A51 and stopped by the level crossing, as the police checked it over and told the driver that this was the place. After raising the trailer, the transporter started moving towards the level crossing at 2 miles per hour. Should have really only taken a minute, but during this minute, at 12:26, the barriers sounded as the 11:30 Manchester Euston Express, which was a Class 81 electric locomotive, activated the crossing sequence, but the driver of the transporter was unaware of the crossing being activated and saw the train approaching. He began to accelerate and shouted a warning to his crew, but the train ended up hitting 7 or 8 feet of the transporter at around 75 miles per hour. The loco and the first 5 coaches came off the tracks and were destroyed. The level crossing was replaced in 2002 by a road bridge which cost £2 million. So it was quite tragic what happened here at Hixon at this level crossing indeed. Hixon railway station is actually just right behind me now, but you can't really see much from this side. But we have walked today from one disused railway station, Great Haywood, to this railway station at Hixon. The next disused railway station up the line is actually Weston, then Sandon, then Stone. But This level crossing right here was very tragic what happened indeed, to be honest. And the walk though has really been a good trek up the Trent and Mersey Canal just to get to this location here at Hixon. So if you do like this video, feel free to give this a thumbs up, feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and feel free to leave a comment. I'll be looking forward to hearing your comments indeed. This has been Sim0nTrains, or some people might call me Sim0nTrains. Thank you for watching this walking journey. I'll see you for the next walking journey in a week's time. Thank you for watching, stay safe and take care.